The flight was started from Xiamen International Airport at 12 a.m. today and flew to Bangkok in Thailand. So on each of the flight, it was equipped with 11 flight attendants, among which 2 of them are professional nurses. The aim of this flight is to traffic all of the Hubei travelers from Thailand to Wuhan. From our knowledge, up to now, there's another flight which is going to arrive in Wuhan in 11:40 p.m. tonight with 103 passengers on the flight. We can see from the screen the flight attendant is waving to the media. And we really appreciate their hard effort to risk their life to traffic all of the Hubei passengers. The vehicle to traffic and transfer all the packages is also arrived alongside with the flight. So for this kind of traffic, it was actually being widely caught the spotlight from many different media. We can see that in the corridors there are so many reporters and journalists and cameramen from the media waiting for the Hubei passengers to be descended from the flight. To our knowledge, all the travelers and passengers, after they are being descended from the flight, they are going to go through the body temperature check, and then they are going to clear the customs. Then they will announce their arrival. With the wave of the professional attendants of the flight, all the media are waiting anxiously for the arrival of all the passengers on this flight. So we are actually following all the passengers on this flight to have a hand-on view about their arrival in the international airport. In the past few days, we have seen a lot of reports, and in our friend moment, in our WeChat moment, we are also seeing a lot of the anxious moments from all the travelers who are traveling abroad. Although Wuhan is in a relatively complicated and urgent status, but all the passengers and travelers, they feel that their home and families are deeply rooted in Hubei, Wuhan, so they are quite anxious to go back home. So with their protective suits, all the professional workers, they are here to test about the passenger's body temperature. So let's look at the chart to see what is on the chart. What kind of information are they looking for? So before they entered into the quarantine channel, they need to fill in this form. For those who have body temperature over 37.3 degrees centigrade, they need to announce to the customers, and they need to go through a quarantine period for over 40 days. So are they going to went through the body temperature testing here? I think that when they are here, they are going to be reported to me about their body temperature here, and then they are going to go to the third floor for the customer clearance and body temperature testing. So all of the passengers, they will actually get on top of the airport and by the shuttle bus, and on the shuttle bus there's going to be another body temperature checks. So the first body temperature testing is going to be at the customer clearance, and the second body temperature testing is going to be before they take up the shuttle bus to the city. And the third point I want to make is that for all the bus stops, the first bus stop is Hankou Minhang Community Residence. The second is Hankou City, and the third stop is going to be Hankou Road. So they are actually travels through the three different towns of the Wuhan, Hankou, Hanyang, and Wuchang, and all of the traffic routines is going to. They are going to take up the shuttle bus at a regular price. We all know that all the shuttle buses in Wuhan cities and the metros are stops in the city, so they might be get contact with their families, and for their families, they are anxiously waiting for them. So I think after they are staying at homes, they are going through a quarantine time voluntarily by themselves, and we require them to report their body temperature daily to the community government. So there are so many media anxiously waiting at the gate. As far as we know, in the afternoon, the National Aviation Bureau actually arranged a third flight to Japan, and they planned to arrive in the Dongjing Toyota International Airport at 2 p.m. and they are going to take up the flight, and the flight will arrive in Wuhan at 4 a.m. tomorrow mornings. So there are so many Wuhan travelers who are home, whose home are here, and whose family are deeply rooted here. They are quite anxious to go back to their own city.
们现在看到有一些身着防护服的工作人员正在向机舱门走过去。
Dear viewers, we are watching the two Xiamen Airlines chartered flights bringing Chinese travelers back home to Wuhan City from Bangkok, Thailand, and Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, where they were stranded amid the coronavirus outbreak. The Civil Aviation Administration of China has approved several applications by domestic airlines for chartered flight to transport residents of Wuhan who have been stranded abroad. The decision was made after considering the current situation and the problems Chinese travelers are facing abroad, said China Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Chunying.
我们在现场看到也有不少媒体同行用手机在做着直播，也是在等待这些旅客出舱的那一瞬间。
On the spot, there are so many friends from the media who are actually doing the live streaming using their phones, and all of the journalists are anxiously waiting for the travelers to be aboarded.
有工作人员出来了，那可能他们回国，然后接受检验的这个好。
Somebody flight attendant is coming out, and I think they are going through the quarantine and examinations.
那可能这批回国的旅客比较特殊，所以可能接受检验的时间会比较长一些，所以我们等待的时间呢也稍微长一些。
For this bunch of the travelers, they might be quite unique, so that they are going through a quite long quarantine, and also they are also going through a very long medical examination right now. That's the reason why we are waiting for such a long time.
好，现在旅客已经出舱门了。好，工作人员正在现场维持秩序。
So we are seeing the passengers descended from the cabinet of the flight. Everybody, especially the flight attendant, is actually maintaining the safety here, and all the journalists are saying welcome home to all the travelers. I think one young guy has just come
第二位
out of
旅
the
客出来
cabinet.
了，欢迎回家。
你好，还是家好，还是武汉好。
欢迎回家。
谢谢。
好，各位网友，我们这场直播就到此结束。
Welcome home.